Section 3.7. Find the inverse of the function. All of these functions are proven to be one-to-one function, so I don't need to prove that step, and I will go immediately to the next step. So I will start with A. F of x is equal to 8x plus 1. I am going to write it as y equals 8x plus 1. The next step will be interchange in x and y, meaning x becomes y and y becomes x. So x equals 8y plus 1, and now we solve for y. Or write y in terms of x. So first I need to subtract 1. I will get x minus 1 equals 8y. Now I need to divide both sides by 8. So now I have y equals x minus 1 over 8. I just wrote it differently. Wrote the y on the left side, and the right-hand side it became the left-hand side, and the left-hand side became the right-hand side. So I did nothing there. The last step is going to be replacing y with f inverse of x. So f inverse of x is equal to x minus 1 over 8. So I will write it here, x minus 1 over 8. So that is A. I will erase this and I will do B in the same space. B. F of x is equal to cube root of x plus 5. The first step again is to write it as y equals cube root of x plus 5. The next step is to interchange x and y. X equals cube root of y plus 5. Now step number 3 is to solve for y. So when we solve for y, first we need to subtract 5 from both sides of the equation. We get x minus 5 equals cube root of y. To remove the cube root, I will cube both sides. So now these will cancel. I will have y equals x minus 5 cubed. So that is the inverse. I'm going to write it f inverse, or inverse of f of x is equal to x minus 5 cubed. So inverse f of x is equal to x minus 5 cubed. Okay. Part C. F of x is equal to the cube root of x minus 7. So first step, write it as y equals cube root of x minus 7. Step number 2, interchange x and y. Step 3, solve for y. So now we need to remove the cube root. So we're going to cube both sides. These will cancel, and we will have x cubed equals y minus 7. Now we're going to solve for y, so we're going to subtract 7 from both sides, add 7 to both sides of the equation. We will have y equals x cubed plus 7, and now we're going to write y as inverse, f inverse of x is equal to x cubed plus 7. So inverse f of x is equal to x cubed plus 7. Lastly, number D. So D, we have f of x is equal to 8x cubed minus 7. First step is to write it as y equals 8x cubed plus 7 minus 7 as an equation. 2 is to interchange x and y. And then 3 is to solve for y. So to solve for y, we're going to first add 7 to both sides of the equation. Now we have x plus 7 equals 8y cubed we're going to divide by 8, everything by 8. We will get y cubed is equal to x plus 7 over 8. Now we need only y, so we're going to take the cube root and the cube root. Since this is an odd root, we don't need positive and negative in front of it. So now we have y cubed is going to cancel. So these two are going to cancel. We're going to end up with only y equals cube root of x plus 7 over 8. Remember that the cube root of 8 is 2, so I can basically split it. X plus 7 and then cube root of 8, which is going to be cube root of x plus 7 over 2. And that is the inverse function of the function f of x is equal to 8x cubed minus 7. So the inverse is cube root of x plus 7 over 2.